I have been playing Skyblock for 1 year and 7 months, and in that time, I've done quite a lot, having a 36.9 skill average, which is pretty decent actually. I have most of my skills at pretty high levels, especially my mining and combat skills, and I've even maxed out enchanting. I've unlocked almost every single collection, except for a couple of Rift ones, videos coming soon, but I've maxed out plenty of my combat collections as well. Having spent most of my time doing Slayers, I've achieved Revenant Horror level 9, Spider Slayer level 8, Sven level 7, Void Gloom 6, almost 7. I haven't actually done any of these, and even Inferno Demon Lord level 4, among other things. In addition, I've obtained plenty of unique and rare items, such as an absolutely goated Axe of the Shredded, an Overflux Power Orb, a Diamond Turning Sugarcane Hoe, and a Rod of the Sea. And you know what I have to say to that? Complete garbage. All that time, and I'm still only a mid-game player, according to the game, and I completely agree. It takes me 3 whole minutes to kill a tier 4 Void Gloom Seraph, a task most people can do with pretty relative ease, and I haven't even managed to kill a tier 3 Inferno Demon Lord, let alone a tier 4. Not to mention, I'm still 3 time charms behind on the Rift, while most people have already finished the whole thing, and while a 36.9 skill average may be impressive to some, it's not even close to the amount of work you have to put in to get the 53 skill average that most people want. After all, I'm only Skyblock level 177, and today I have decided that I will step up and I will finally become better at Hypixel Skyblock. I have placed countless hours into this game over the past few months, trying as hard as I possibly can to become good at Hypixel Skyblock, and I have done quite a bit over this time. For starters, a few months back, the admins released a Bestiary update, in which they made it much easier for you to gain Bestiary XP, as well as rewarding you for doing it. So, in that time, I managed to gain an absolutely stunning 20 million Bestiary XP, give or take, which boosts me from the pathetic low 40s, like 46, 47 in combat leveling, all the way up to 51, which is just a little bit better than before. But in addition to that, right afterwards, Derpy became mayor, and if I had just waited a few days, I could have gotten 40 million combat XP, but we don't talk about that. What we do talk about is what I did do during Derpy, which was fish. I was fishing 25, which was pathetic. I took great advantage of Derpy's absolutely amazing 50% skill XP and went from fishing 25 all the way up to fishing 28, and I am very, very close to fishing 29 because Marina was just mayor like a few hours ago. I managed to fish up just a couple of water hydra heads and a few fish affinity talismans, as well as a diamond and gold obfuscated trophy fish, which is, it's decent. I also finally stopped being a nerd and finally got a tier 3 Kudra completion, which means I can finally use some of the best attributes like vitality and mending and like basically all of them with the exception of Magic Find. So that's pretty nice. But in addition, right after Derpy became mayor, Finnegan became mayor. And you know what Finnegan means? Farming. So I farmed all the way up from farming 29 to farming 30, which is an absolutely insane amount of farming XP, and bought a full set of crappie armor, as well as making my mushroom cow extremely high level. And boom, Blessed Turning Sugarcane Hoe is now diamond with a 12 million counter. I doubled that over his farming term. And I'm farming 33, and soon to be farming 34, hopefully. And for all that work, Hypixel decided to reward me with one of the biggest giveaways they've ever done. An absolute host of raffles. Billions of coins given away almost every single day to players all across Hypixel Skyblock. And you know what I got from that? I got an uncommon party hat, which is pretty cool. Now instead of taking less knockback, I can make my particles look slightly cooler. Or perhaps the very well coveted cake counter, allowing me to count how many century cakes I've eaten on my island, which is incredibly useful because I very much care about that. But of course, my luck finally managed to pull through at the very end, and I got a salmon hat. Well, now at least I can pretend to be that YouTuber who uses these all the time. What was his name again? Power Planter? Oh yeah, of course. How could I forget? Powerline. So of course, after getting epically trolled by Hypixel 53 times in a row, I decided to continue my work farming and fishing to try and get as much money as possible, and I managed to accumulate quite a few coins in that time. In addition, I sold my tank set of Golder armor and a Reaper mask because, well, as fun as it might have been to get into dungeons, I don't do them, and that money would have been very useful to me if I sold it. So yeah, I made a couple of coins off that, which was pretty nice. And as per usual, my Red Sand minions have been working 24/7 with absolutely no breaks to make me as much money as I possibly can, and oh my god, have they been working. I've been collecting a whole month's worth of these guys' inventory, and I decided not to sell it for that small amount of dopamine I get when I see the big number going bigger. And now they're worth 11k each, so I made around like 15 sell orders for it, and I've made quite a lot of money off of those. I've already collected most of them, but these ones have been sold since I last collected them a couple hours ago, so let me just collect all of this. And perhaps for some of the new people who are just starting out on this profile, you're probably super impressed with all the things I've listed. But unfortunately, most people who play this game are not in fact new players, and are actually probably looking at me and laughing. And you're probably commenting right now about how stupid this video is, and about how all the things I've done in the past month have been completely worthless and do not end up accomplishing anything. But I don't care. Because even if to the most endgame players of all time, getting farming 33 or fishing 29 isn't exactly that impressive. But hey, I didn't use Jerry boxes like some people, so that has to count for a little bit. I actually did it myself. And regardless of how impressive or unimpressive it was, I've still leveled up quite a bit. But all that work has been leading up to this moment, because as I'm sure you've seen throughout this part of the video, I've accumulated a lot of money. 423 million coins to be precise, which I think is actually the most money I've ever had in my purse at one time, on my entire time playing this game. So yay me. Again, I'm sure all the rich people out there probably laughing, saying 423 is nothing, but you know what? Personal achievement for me, so yay. But of course, money is designed to be spent, so we should probably go do that now. And what better place to spend it than the auction house, the home of the most expensive and incredibly useless items, such as the Talisman of the Century, or the Sub-Zero Wisp Pet, or the Plasma Flux. But actually, contrary to popular belief, some of them are actually good and might actually do things. Now, of course, if you've been a long-time viewer of my channel, you'll know that one of my biggest goals on this game is to get level 9 in Ender Slayer, and, well, that's pretty hard for me to do, considering it takes me 3 whole minutes to kill a tier 4 Void Gloom Sarah. And obviously buying one of these would make that a lot easier, because I get so much strength and crit damage, as well as dealing absolutely monumental 200% more damage to end mobs, as well as, of course, having all my stats increased by 10%, which is quite a lot for a pet. But I'm here to disagree with you, because you see, while all the stats it will give me will amount to quite a lot, the price tag amounts to quite a lot more for even the cheapest and most basic of these Ender Dragon pets is 407 million coins. And this is not nearly as good as this. And of course, you might be telling yourself, oh, what about a tier boost score, Abrio? You fool, you idiot, you moron. Well, yes, a tier boosted Ender Dragon pet is sadly 535 million coins, which I can't afford. So I would basically be stuck with one of these, or I could at best maybe buy this one, which is level 52 at the very least. But the problem with Endermen is that they do a lot of damage, as I'm sure some of you may know. And well, I don't get my 30% damage reduction from the Enderman pet, and I don't get the 10% health, defense, and vitality that this guy gives. Because, well, they're epic. Epics don't give 10% of every stat. I only would end up dealing 100% more damage. And getting this thing to level 100 would probably take longer than it'd take me to get the Tiny Dancer Talisman. And if you haven't seen my Mirrorverse video, go watch, because it'd take me quite a long time. So as much as I do want to get an Ender Dragon, and I really, really do, I don't think it's very practical, because it wouldn't really do anything without a tier boost core, or the fact that it's not level 100. But there are other items, which I would very much love to get. And one of those things is a Warden Helmet. So, of course, the classic Warden Helmet would be an absolutely amazing item for me to get. And if you are a really long-time viewer of the channel, and I do mean really long-time viewer, you may recall that I got a Warden Helmet a while back. And while it was pretty amazing, it didn't really serve any purpose for me, because I didn't really need it for anything. And it served me better as I guess it was only like 100 mil at the time. Of course, now it's 300. But that's beside the point. However, now I can think of quite a few applicable uses I can use for it. For one thing, Blaze Slayer. Every single time I try that stupid Slayer, I run out of time because I don't do enough damage, because those stupid daggers suck so much. And with 200% increased damage, I have a sneaking suspicion that won't be a problem. Not to mention all the other Slayers I'm trying to do, because I do want to get level 9 in all the Slayers, and I would benefit greatly from being able to 200% more damage to spiders and wolves. In addition, I mean, have you seen what this thing looks like? My street cred would go up astronomically if I put one of those things on. So yeah, I believe that getting one of these Warden Helmets would actually be useful this time around, as opposed to last time, where it kind of wasn't. However, I will still have like 150 million coins left over. So what am I gonna buy with one of those? I was thinking for about a better sword. I would prefer a giant sword, but unfortunately I won't be able to afford one of those. But there is a close second to that, which is of course the Shadow Fury, which is 55 million coins, which is still well within my budget to spend. And with the Shadow Fury and the Warden Helmet, my damage would increase amazingly. So now I could have the ultimate spider squashing setup to kill the spiders. Instead of in 20 seconds, I can kill them in 19, which is, of course, exactly what every Skyblock player could ever possibly dream of. But it certainly beats having a Livid Dagger, so I think I might want to be doing this as well. So without further ado, I suppose let me spend this money and probably end up regretting my decision almost immediately. But you know what? That's like basically the idea of this channel, because there's no way that the Warden Helmet would be useless 2 times in a row. That would be ridiculous. That would be absurd. I think I'm going to buy this one. Whooper Watch, if ever at any point you're watching this, thanks very much for the purchase. I really hope I don't regret doing this, but knowing me, I probably will. 3, 2, 1. Oh god, it's been done. I'm never gonna move fast ever again for the rest of my life. I can add that to my wardrobe. I might have to slash armor color again, and boom! Okay, that looks, honestly, not very good with the, weird crimson color I have this armor set to, but, that's okay, because we can change that eventually. However, of course, the purse is not quite done yet. We still have a couple things left to buy, and first up is, of course, the Shadow Fury. Let me see if I can buy a somewhat decent one. Is there one that's like 5 stars or something like that? Oh, this one is. But it has 1 for all. Disgusting. Ooh, this one, though. Now, this is a sword right here. I think it's worth the price. This is going to hurt me around 150 million coins less than the Warden Helmet did. 3, 2, 1. Shadow Fury. Alright, we're getting a lot better. This Axe of the Shredded isn't going to see the light of day ever again, unfortunately. But now we still have 79 million coins left over to spend. And I think this sword is going to need a couple of upgrades. So let me really slowly... Oh my god, I'm going to be so slow for the rest of eternity. At least I can still jump high. This is what it feels like to be endgame. The weight of all the coins I've spent is going to be sitting on my head for eternity. But I think I gotta max these things out real quick using the last remnants of my once great purse. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Now this is much more like it. The crimson armor is very much not crimson anymore. It is now nice grayish color to match the Warden Helmet. And the Warden Helmet actually is now looking slightly better than it used to. I added a couple more enchants to it, including a new one called Transylvanian, which I didn't actually know existed. But I guess I have it now, I suppose. So yeah, now that we have our absolutely goated looking ancient Warden Helmet. And of course, in addition, I did not forget to help out the Shadow Fury, which is now looking a lot better than it did before, with some brand new gemstones, a power scroll, and a couple of new enchant upgrades, as well as Soul Eater 3 instead of disgusting combo like a casual. So, with all this set up looking pretty good, I do think it is about time I do the one, the only damage test. So let's bring out that juicy Livid Dagger. Won't be needing this pathetic thing anymore, but where's our Livid Dagger? Here we go. Boom, Livid Dagger. Shadow Fury, hold the phone for 1 quick second. So if we go over here and we slap this zombie, boom, 284,000 damage, and I think those are also backstabs, which is a little bit embarrassing because that is some pretty low numbers. Yeah, only 140 from the front. Ouch. But you know what? This video is about going from being absolutely terrible at the game to better at the game. But now let's see just how much damage this helmet has given me. So, for starters, let's do just the Shadow Fury. 255, just with not even including the Warden Helmet, which will boost this by 200%. I now have literally doubled the amount of damage I deal. Which is, yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's pretty clear how much damage I'm doing with that thing. So I suppose let's take this off, put on the helmet, and 3, 2, 1. Now that is a lot of damage. 310,000 damage. That is 200,000 damage more than I was doing with that stupid Livid. I mean, so in summary, great investment. Helmet is looking amazing. Sword is looking even better. Actually, that's not true. The helmet is way better than the sword is, but you know what? That is okay, because even though we may have lost half our speed, we've made up for it because we've made way more than half our damage. So now I suppose let's test this out on something other than these pathetic, stupid, casual graveyard zombies. And let's step it up to see how fast can I eradicate a spider. I am now a spider squashing supreme. Let me just start one of these cliffs up, and I want to absolutely just rickroll these things. Oh, that's a one-shot. Loser. This thing. 2 mini bosses over here. Gone. I can actually do this now, too, which is pretty fun. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there wasn't 5 in the area, but normally it'd be 5. All right. All right. Well, that was fast. But yeah, it took 4 whole seconds. Jesus, I think I said it took me 20 seconds to kill these things at the beginning of the video. No, it took me like 5. Now I've just shaved off like an extra 1 second. This is sad. Rip the spiders, dude. They're gonna be extinct after this. However, there is a bigger and much badder foe, which we must still fight. And that is, of course, the legendary Tier 3, well, almost said 4 there, Tier 3 Inferno Demon Lord, which has plagued me for years. Can I finally do it now that I have a Warden helmet? Probably not, to be perfectly honest, but I am absolutely down to try. Imagine using a Livid Dagger. Disappointing. Yeah, get out of here, stupid Livid Dagger. Museum Progression appreciates you, but that's about it. Anyways, speaking of daggers, actually, we need these 2 beautiful boys. I just spent a bunch of time talking about how awesome this sword is, but now, unfortunately, we're going to have to use a different diamond sword, which is the Modrage Dagger. And I also am going to have to purchase a Withercloak sword. So I would like to attempt 1 Demon Lord with simply just this setup, and if we can do it, I'm going to be extremely happy, because I've been trying for a very long time to be able to do this, and I will finally consider myself good at the video game if I can successfully kill a Inferno Demon Lord. However, I also have the sneaking suspicion that this isn't going to work, and I'm going to have to buy a Blaze Pet and level it up a bunch in order to do this, but I really hope that's not the case. But, how much are gum bears, by the way? Oh, there's 2 of these now. Alright, so we're starting off with the Lion Pet for the good old-fashioned damage test, and we shall switch over to the Wisp Pet for that combat XP gain. And let me just pick you up, and this is not even a one-shot. How this is so sad. This is so sad, guys. All right, yeah, it's basically a one-shot. It's pretty much just a perfectly good one-shot. Once I get 10 Dominus, it's gonna be even worse for these losers. And we got a mini boss. All right, let me put this down and also do this and that, because this guy scares me a lot. Oh, never mind. He's already dead. I lied to you, actually. Those guys usually take like a full year to kill, and now they just don't. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm afraid you're just not very good. It's just not enough, man. I said I would put the Wisp Pet on, but honestly, I don't think I need to. And let's go pick up one of these blazes and probably die. But it could end up very well being the day when I finally get a Tier 3 Inferno Demon Lord. If a Warden helmet is enough to do it, I'm gonna bet no, to be honest, knowing my luck. But we're about to find out, and I don't have enough mana to put down the Overflow. That's fine, though. Alright. Oh, that health bar is going away. It is evicted. Alright, boom. We're down to Demon Split. That did not take very long at all, although the frames are they're just not here. Oh my god. We good here? Well, I could have hoped. Great, now I have to do everything I just did all over again. Alright, now, for real this time, let's see if we can kill a Tier 3 Inferno Demon Lord. And I also just realized I'm still using the Drop of Wisp Pet, so that's mildly annoying, but you know what, we don't have to worry about Withercloak because we can break fireballs. That's fine, it was intentional, it was planned. Holy crap, that health bar goes down fast though, even if we're still using the Drop of Wisp. Already down to split. Now let's not have a lag attack, right, Inferno Demon Lord? We're gonna be totally lag free. We're gonna be completely unlagged. Alright, Crystal, boom. Going right back in. I don't think I need the Sorrow Chestplate just yet, which is nice. And just have to break the fire pillar now. Alright, boom, demon split once more, and we can even get this out of the way. Never mind. I have a feeling that if the run were to end at any point, it would be now. One of these days, I will not just royally screw up like that. Alright, Blaze, except this time, I'm actually using the proper pet. This is insane. Can we do enough damage to get through Demon Split this time? I doubt it, but one can hope. And wow, we are going through the regular phases fast. Alright, let's get right back into action. Put down the Overflux, of course. Can't possibly forget one of those. Go. I'm so stupid. I'm so comically moronic. Why did I do that? Totally not the 5th time I'm doing this now. Looks to me like he is dead. What? Alright, well, you know what they say. When all else fails, do a 6th one. This stupid fire pit. This stupid fire. I'm done. 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 The video's over. The video is finished. The video is complete. That is all. I'm not. No. I'm done. I'm done. So what did we learn today? Well, it's pretty simple. Money can buy you quite a bit in this game. It can buy you extremely overpowered weapons that do hundreds of thousands of damage per hit. It can buy you even more powerful helmets that also do hundreds of thousands of damage per hit. It can buy you some very powerful pets, some swords that make you invincible, but it cannot fix a common case of the skill issue. Despite all the cool new gear I bought in this game, and it was really only these 2 pieces of armor, even if I did decide to buy a Blaze pet, I still cannot learn how to dodge those stupid fire pillars. So that means that, once again, the Inferno Demon Lord has won, and I have to admit defeat for like the 19th video in a row. Like, how many times can those stupid things win before I finally, like, I could totally do it. Like, I could easily do it. With the helmet, combined with the swords, I mean, I'm not even using this thing, but like, combined with this thing, I could totally do it. There's definitely no question about it. I was smoking through that thing. If I just dodged those fire pits, or Wither Cloak better, or anything like that, I could totally do it. But unfortunately, I just suck at the video game, and no amount of money can fix that. Unlike last time, the Warden Helmet was a great idea and did not financially ruin me. Well, actually, it kind of did, but it was still much more applicable this time around, and the second I figure out how to dodge those fire pillars, we are going to be getting Blaze Slayer level 9. That's a case for another video, because I'm too tired of spawning those things in. It takes forever. All the work I've put in these past few months has definitely come to fruition, and I am super glad that I'm finally able to say that I am good at Hypixel Skyblock, even if people in the comments are going to probably be laughing at me and telling me how stupid and bad I am. You know what? It's okay, because I personally got better, and that's what matters. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.